Cisco Discovery Protocol, or CDP, is something specific to Cisco equipment. It is a Cisco proprietary protocol, so you won't see it on other devices that are out there. So what happens if you have other different brands that are equipment that are connected to your network and you want some sort of discovery protocol running on it? Well, there is an answer to that. And so the answer is link layer discovery protocol. Your Cisco equipment doesn't have it turned on by default, but we can turn it on in case we have other brands that are connected to your Cisco equipment. So let's go ahead and turn it on. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a show LLDP, and we can see that it's not enabled. So now I'm going to get into the global configuration mode to enable it. And the command to enable it is LLDP run. And so now I've enabled it. I'm going to exit out of this and do a show LLDP neighbors. And they've already reported in, which was pretty fast. We know with CDP, sometimes it took a little bit. So let's go ahead and do a show LLDP, and that's going to show us some information. These advertisements are actually sent every 30 seconds. So it's sending out the advertisements a little bit faster, and then it will hold on to entries. It will stay in this table right here for 120 seconds, even if it doesn't receive an update for 120 seconds, and then it will expire out of there. So it updates a little bit faster than CDP does. Now, let's say I want LLDP to be running, but I don't want it to be communicating to this S3 connection right here. So what I can do is I can get into that interface, and I'm going to get into 1045, and I'm going to say no LLDP. Now, there is a little bit of a difference between LLDP and CDP in that we have to turn it off for both the transmit and the receive. So I'm going to do a no LLDP receive and no LLDP transmit. Now, it's still going to be in the table at this point in time. So I'm going to do show LLDP neighbors and hit enter. It's still in here because it's going to hold it for 120 seconds. So once it doesn't receive an advertisement for 120 seconds, then it'll come out of this. So you probably can guess how we turn it back on. We'll just do an update here. I'm not sure if we've given it enough time, but to turn this back on, all we have to do is re-enter this command LLDP receive, and it will turn it back on. And then we can do the LLDP transmit. So I've entered this into the interface, and now that interface is back on. I'm going to exit out of here. And if I want to turn LLDP off altogether, I can do no LLDP run and hit enter, and now LLDP is turned off. Just to show, I'm going to do a show LLDP, and we see that it is not enabled. So there you have it. Another alternative to CDP, you have to turn it on, but it shows us some similar information as CDP does.